Well, welcome to week 12. This is the last week of our 12-week program, and so happy to have reached this milestone in our program with you. You've put in a lot of hard work. So let's kind of pull it all together and just take a moment to reflect on our healing journey. So we have arrived at a very powerful point in the journey. And as we've mentioned, reflection isn't just about looking back. It's about recognizing what we've survived and what we've learned and how we've grown. And this moment matters because you have shown up for yourself over and over again. So I hope you can take a moment, even right now, just to give yourself a lot of credit for the work that you have done. This is not an easy thing to do, and it takes a lot of courage and a lot of sticking to it and a lot of persistence to really make this happen. So when we take time to reflect with compassion, our nervous system experiences safety. We stop bracing for the next threat and we're able to start recognizing what's already healing. And that pause where we witness our own progress is deeply regulating for a body that's been on high alert for years. So think back to the version of you that began this journey. What did she believe about herself, about her body, about her future? Now notice who you are becoming. Someone who listens to her body, someone who can set boundaries, someone who builds rest into her week, someone who owns her power, who listens to her body, who's in touch with her emotions and her ability to have power over them. Emotional regulation is a huge sign of healing, but it's not about being calm all the time. That's not emotionally regulated. It's about recognizing what you feel and then responding with care instead of fear and panic. So if you've noticed yourself pausing before you react, or naming your needs a little more clearly, or allowing hard emotions to be present without spiraling or letting them hijack you, that's healing. That is real healing. It's really important. So let's name some internal wins that might have gone unnoticed. So just take a minute and think about these things. I don't spiral like I used to. I don't react like I used to. Maybe I don't speak to myself the way that I used to. I can sense when I need rest and I take it. I listen to my body. I don't feel guilty for saying no. These are not small things. They're foundations for long-term immune and emotional health. So just, take a minute and think about some of these internal wins that resonate with you. How are you different from when you started this program? What can you take away from this? There were hard days, maybe weeks, right? Maybe you're having a hard day right now. That's okay. There might have been a lot of setbacks along this road. Maybe you dealt with a lot of flares or moments of doubt. Those do not erase your progress. They're part of the rhythm of healing. So let's practice looking at those moments without any shame or criticism, and instead with a sense of just deep compassion. Many of us built identities around surviving, right? Just being strong, pushing through, not showing the pain, keeping up appearances, right? So healing asks us to shift that, to choose softness and slowness and honesty. And that's an identity shift that deserves acknowledgement. It changes how we see ourselves and how we move through this world. So think about what surprised you on this journey. What caught you off guard in this process? Maybe it was how emotional healing reduced your physical symptoms, or how hard it was for you to slow down, or to set healthy boundaries. Or maybe it was how freeing it felt to just be honest about your limits and about what you were feeling. All of these surprises hold a lot of insight. They often reveal what truly matters most to us. So do take a moment and just really think about those. What about lessons that your body has taught you? Your body has been your greatest teacher. Maybe it taught you how to listen, how to say enough, how to slow down and just feel safe. This isn't a broken body. It is a body that has been trying to talk to you, and now you are learning how to listen to it. Stress used to feel like silent background noise, right? You can probably all relate. It's just always back there running, just chaos. But now, hopefully, you can name it, you can feel it in your body, and you can take action before it takes over. That shift from overwhelm to awareness is a really powerful transformation because you are not just surviving stress, you are relating to it differently. So being able to, recognize that when your vagus nerve is needing some attunement, or being able to practice these self-regulation tools, and being able to have a new awareness of what that looks like and feels like for you, it's changed the relationship with your body, and that changes the relationship you also have with your past trauma and your chronic illness. So let's take a quiet moment to reflect and ask yourself a couple of questions. What are you most proud of? What did you face that you didn't think you could? What part of you is stronger now? And you can write these down, or you can just pause this and speak them out loud, or you can just recognize them and hold them in your heart. This is all proof of your progress. So however you choose to acknowledge that, the important thing is that you are acknowledging it. You also don't need to prove your healing to anyone. Your experience is your evidence. The fact that you are here, that you've learned, that you've grown, that you've softened, that's enough. This work lives inside of you now. You are your own evidence, and you are still becoming the person that you want to be. So keep going. You're doing fantastic. Do check out the worksheet that goes with this week's lesson. It's going to help you just through this reflection process and being able to really have a better understanding of your own healing journey, how far you've come, and kind of where you want to go next. So I look forward to seeing you in lesson 2. See you then.